Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today, we're diving into Walter Isaacson's Leonardo da Vinci, a biography exploring the life and works of history's most creative genius. This book isn't just about Leonardo's art. It's a vibrant exploration of his insatiable curiosity, his scientific mind, his engineering ingenuity, and his theatrical flair. It's about a mind that danced across disciplines, recognizing the interconnectedness of art, science, technology, and the humanities. Leonardo da Vinci's story begins in Vinci, Italy, in 1452. His illegitimacy, ironically, may have been his greatest blessing, freeing him from the family expectation of becoming a notary. This allowed him to pursue his artistic inclinations, recognized early on by his grandfather, who documented Leonardo's birth in his notebook. 1452. There was born to me a grandson. He bears the name Leonardo. This freedom is a recurring theme. Leonardo was also spared formal Latin schooling, which, while sometimes a source of insecurity for him, allowed him to approach knowledge through the lens of experience and experiment. Florence, the city of Leonardo's youth, was a hub of innovation, where art, technology, and commerce intertwined. Leonardo's father secured him an apprenticeship with Andrea del Verrocchio, a master artist and engineer. In Verrocchio's workshop, a place brimming with intellectual discourse and diverse artistic projects, Leonardo honed his skills in drawing, mechanics, anatomy, and the effects of light and shade, skills that would define his unique artistic style. It's believed that he modeled for Verrocchio's statue of David, giving us a glimpse of his youthful beauty. His early collaborations with Verrocchio, including Tobias and the Angel, where Leonardo contributed the lively dog and fish and the baptism of Christ, with Leonardo's angel so captivating that it supposedly prompted Verrocchio to abandon painting, demonstrate his early genius for capturing motion, light, and the subtleties of nature. Leonardo's notebooks are a central character in this biography. More than 7,200 pages survive, filled with a fascinating mix of sketches, observations, lists, and musings, spanning art, science, engineering, and the humanities. These notebooks, according to Isaacson, offer the greatest record of curiosity ever created. They are a window into Leonardo's mind, his insatiable desire to understand everything around him, from the measurement of Milan to the tongue of the woodpecker. They also capture his playful side, evidenced by riddles, jokes, and plans for elaborate pranks, hinting at his lifelong fascination with blurring the line between reality and fantasy. Leonardo's move to Milan in 1482 marked a turning point. His letter to Ludovico Sforza, seeking employment, emphasizes his engineering abilities over his artistic skills, reflecting his own view of himself as an engineer and inventor as much as a painter. Though his engineering expertise may have been more aspirational than factual at the time, it foreshadowed his future endeavors in military and civil engineering. He made sketches of war machines, both fantastical and practical, and developed plans for an ideal city designed to improve sanitation and public health after Milan was ravaged by the plague. His initial role in the Sforza court, however, was as a master of revels, creating elaborate spectacles and theatrical productions. While in Milan, Leonardo collaborated with other artists and engineers on a project for the Milan Cathedral, designing a tiburio or lantern tower. This project connected him with Donato Bramante and Francesco di Giorgio, and sparked his interest in Vitruvius, the Roman architect whose writings linked the proportions of the human body to those of a well-designed temple. This led to Leonardo's iconic drawing of Vitruvian Man, a work combining scientific precision with artistic beauty that captured the harmonious relationship between man and the universe, becoming a symbol of Renaissance humanism. Leonardo's most ambitious project in Milan was the Sforza Horse Monument, a massive bronze equestrian statue. The project, which was never completed, consumed him for years. He immersed himself in the anatomy of horses, producing meticulous drawings and sketches. His innovative plans for casting the statue in one piece, a feat never before attempted, reflect both his engineering ingenuity and his artistic dedication to perfection. Leonardo's interest in the human form extended beyond art into the realm of scientific inquiry. He pursued anatomical studies with a fervor unmatched by any artist of his time, producing detailed and beautiful drawings of the human skull, muscles, and other body parts based on dissections. He was the first to accurately depict the human dental formula, and was a pioneer in understanding arteriosclerosis. His anatomical work, intertwined with his art, allowed him to convey with unparalleled accuracy the emotions and motions of his painted figures. Leonardo's most famous work, The Last Supper, was commissioned by Ludovico Sforza for the refectory of the Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan. The painting, a dramatic depiction of the moment after Jesus announces his betrayal, is a showcase of Leonardo's genius for storytelling and capturing the motions of the mind. It's also a testament to his understanding of perspective, with its carefully crafted illusions that adjust for the viewer's vantage point within the room. The painting's subsequent deterioration, due to Leonardo's experimental use of oil paints on dry plaster, and its numerous restorations, further add to the layers of mystery that surround it. After the French invasion of Milan, Leonardo returned to Florence. There he began work on two more masterpieces, the Mona Lisa and the Virgin and Child with Saint Anne. The Mona Lisa, a portrait of a silk merchant's wife, became Leonardo's lifelong pursuit, a canvas on which he explored the subtleties of human emotion and the connections between humanity and nature. The Virgin and Child with Saint Anne, a painting commissioned by the monks of Santissima Annunziata, captures the complex emotional dynamics of the Holy Family. Leonardo also began Leda and the Swan, a painting now lost but known through copies, which reveals his fascination with themes of fertility and natural renewal. In Florence, Leonardo found himself in competition with another artistic giant, the young Michelangelo. The rivalry between the two artists, whose styles and personalities contrasted sharply, played out in a public commission for two battle murals in Florence's Palazzo della Signoria. Leonardo's Battle of Anghiari, though unfinished and now lost, became influential through copies, demonstrating his ability to capture the frenzy and brutality of war. Leonardo eventually returned to Milan under French patronage. There he continued his scientific explorations, including a detailed study of the human heart and its valves. He also pursued hydraulic engineering projects, designing canals and attempting to divert the Arno River, demonstrating his lifelong fascination with water and its flow. He was a pioneer in understanding fluid dynamics, recognizing the patterns that resonate in nature. Leonardo's final years were spent in France under the patronage of King Francis III. Francis, a young king with an insatiable thirst for knowledge, provided Leonardo with a comfortable home and the freedom to pursue his interests. There, Leonardo continued to refine his paintings, including the Mona Lisa, and also designed a new town and palace complex for the royal court, showcasing his skills in architecture and urban planning. His final drawings, known as the Deluge drawings, are turbulent depictions of swirling water, perhaps reflecting his own emotional turmoil as his life drew to a close. Leonardo's genius was not simply the product of divine inspiration, but of hard work, meticulous observation, and a relentless curiosity that spanned disciplines. His ability to combine art, science, technology, and the humanities allowed him to make unprecedented connections and insights. He understood that creativity comes from blurring the lines between reality and fantasy, between observation and imagination. Here are some key takeaways and heuristics to remember from Leonardo's life. Be relentlessly curious. Ask questions about everything, even the seemingly mundane. Seek knowledge for its own sake. Not all knowledge needs to be practical. The joy of discovery is its own reward. Retain a childlike sense of wonder. Never stop marveling at the world around you. Observe carefully. Start with the details and train your eye to see the patterns of nature. Visualize. If you can't explain it with equations, try drawing it. Avoid silos. Creativity comes from making connections across disciplines. Let your reach exceed your grasp. Don't be afraid to dream big and pursue ambitious projects, even if they seem impossible. Indulge your fantasy. Sometimes the most innovative ideas start as flights of fancy. Create for yourself. Don't let patrons dictate your passions. Collaborate. Genius can flourish in a collaborative environment. Make lists. It's a great way to capture your curiosity. Take notes on paper. Paper is a timeless technology for preserving your thoughts. Be open to mystery. Not everything needs a precise explanation. Leonardo da Vinci's life and works remind us that creativity comes not from compartmentalizing knowledge, but from connecting it. He saw beauty in the arts, the sciences, engineering, and the humanities, and recognized how these fields intertwine to form a cohesive tapestry of knowledge. By embracing his insatiable curiosity and his playful spirit, we can learn to see the world anew, with the wonder and acuity of a true Renaissance mind. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.